Sometimes we do have to make hard decisions about birds that come to us, because we have to be able to keep the quality of life high for these guys. So if we have too many, it affects the quality of life for everyone. So we limit our numbers. So this is why we say the lucky few. At the moment, we also have Jeremy the Rook in, who is being wilded back out. And he's done. We've done his rehabilitation. We're just waiting for him to make up his own mind when he wants to go. And we have baby Raven, who's just called Raven. He had a very broken leg and he's being rewilded, but that's going to take about 12 months because we do it slightly differently to the norm. So Raven is bonded to these two now, which is what I did for him. So I gave him, after I had fixed baby Raven, to them. They've taken him on. I have nothing to do with baby Raven anymore. Occasionally I'll come across him and say hello. And he lives just in our house. He's free to do as he wants, but he's with them. They will bring him up normally, and then, as any Raven parents will do, they'll kick him out at about 12 months, maybe 18 months if he's a bit slow, but they'll kick him out. So he's gone. And Jeremy's gone as well. And that's what we do. We don't promote breeding. I'm not keen on breeding into the pet trade, certainly. There are moral reasons to breed sometimes, for research purposes and things like this. And I don't mean like clinical research, like, cutting the birds open or doing experiments on them, but research into intelligence and things like this, absolutely, is not a problem. Because it's important. The more information we gain about these guys, the better we can treat them. The reason I am living with these guys all of the time is so that I can harvest information about living amongst birds in a flock, and I can harvest social information, behavioral information. I also understand a lot about the illnesses that each one of them get, how to repair and everything else like this, alongside vets. So that's why I do it. So what I'm doing is I'm dedicating, I felt someone needed to do it, dedicating some time to this, 40 years to this. I intend to write books and things like this eventually, when I have harvested enough information to be able to feed out to other people, to get them to understand what these things are. They are so much more than we've realized. And we've got to learn it. And there's a lesson in this, because this is about how we also are as our species. So that's my whole thing. There's a whole ethos behind what I'm doing. I will just mention as well at the end of this, if you're one of these people who breeds birds, which I have been contacted by before, or feels that you want one of these birds, please, this is not the space for you. That is something I am actively trying to stop. Licensed breeders, fine, no problem at all with that. Unlicensed breeders, which has got chaotic in the UK at the moment, it's a free-for-all. Everyone's just breeding birds, selling birds, and it's just totally, most of it's completely illegal. Those sorts of people don't come onto my page, all right? I've had a few of you already, and I will say this, all I do is report you. That's all I do. Because I have a responsibility to make sure that doesn't happen, and wherever he's gone, that doesn't happen. What are you doing? It's climbing the tree. Again, and that's what I am, all right? So call me an activist, call me a bird whisperer. I am one of those, probably. Both of those, maybe. But the whole point of this page and this me is to make sure that I'm honest all the way through. And I just wanted to make sure that everyone is on the same page at the beginning. These two will be with me for their lifetimes, and it is a legal requirement.